Do you know how to multiply? I'm guessing that you think you do. Let's test that theory. Without the use of calculators, paper, or any tools, multiply 69,169 by 42,065 using just your mind. No cheating. Struggling? Maybe it would help if I gave you a pencil and paper so you could jot down the numbers, break the problem apart, and then work through the solution. But if you really knew multiplication, would you need the pencil and paper at all? Think about it. The pencil isn't doing the math for you, it's helping you organize the process, extending your memory, and freeing up your mind to focus on each step in the process. The paper? It's just an external storage system for the numbers your brain can't juggle on its own. In fact, what's happening here is that the pencil and paper are acting as extensions of your mind, bridging the gap between what you understand and what you can hold in your conscious awareness. And it's not just a modern phenomenon either. For thousands of years, we've been expanding the boundaries of our mind with everything from cave drawings to computers. Which brings us to an intriguing question. Where does the mind truly end? Think about your smartphone. Most of us carry one everywhere, almost like an extension of our bodies. But it's more than just a device for communication, it's an extension of our minds. Just like the pencil and paper in our math example, your phone expands your ability to think, remember, and interact with the world. Take memory, for instance. How many phone numbers can you actually recall from memory nowadays? Probably not many. We no longer need to hold that information in our minds because our phones do it for us. Usually stored externally, your phone serves as a kind of digital memory bank, freeing up your brain from storing all of those details. But it doesn't stop there. Your phone connects you to a vast reservoir of knowledge at the tap of a screen. Need to know a random fact or how to get from one place to another? Instead of relying on your internal memory or reasoning through directions, you simply pull out your phone, search for the information, and find an instant solution. It's as though your mind is now extended across the internet, capable of accessing more knowledge than any one human brain could have ever contained. As technology advances, the boundaries between what we traditionally thought of as mind and the external world blur even further. So if our minds are not confined to our brains but can extend into tools like phones and computers, where do we draw the line? Technology is not just extending our minds, but also our physical bodies. Enter the world of cybernetics, where the fusion of human biology and technology is becoming more commonplace every day. From prosthetic limbs that can be controlled by thought to artificial organs that save lives. Cybernetics is pushing the limits of what it means to be human. For individuals who have lost limbs, these devices are no longer just passive tools. They now can be integrated directly into the nervous system, allowing the user to control them with their mind, just as a natural limb would. In some cases, these prosthetics are even more capable than their biological counterparts, offering enhanced strength or precision. This is a literal extension of the body through technology, blurring the lines between where our natural selves end and where the machine begins. It doesn't stop at limbs. We've already begun developing artificial organs, like heart pumps or neural implants, which replace or enhance the body's natural functions. Some of these technologies are life-saving, like pacemakers and kidney dialysis machines, but they also represent a step towards the future where the limitations of biology are no longer absolute. If a failing heart can be replaced by a mechanical one, or damaged brain tissue can be supported by a neural implant, what does that say about the boundaries of the human body? This merging of the body and machine brings up some fascinating questions. Are we still fully human if parts of us are made of metal, plastic, and circuits?
Anybody know I'm alive?
I didn't think you were ready for them to...
For what? For them to see the monster. It's weird that you thought I meant me.
I couldn't bear to lose my son.
But you did. It's not just digital. It's alien. Every day, I wake up different. Modified.
Or is humanity itself evolving to incorporate technology as a natural part of our existence? With each advance, we're extending the reach of our physical capabilities beyond what nature intended. In some ways, it's not so different from using a smartphone to extend the mind. It's just that now we're doing it with the body. Imagine being able to control a computer, a robotic limb, or even communicate with others simply through thought. This isn't pure science fiction. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, represent the next frontier, the ultimate extension of human consciousness. BCIs allow direct communication between the brain and external devices, bypassing the need for traditional physical input. This technology fundamentally merges the mind with machines, creating a seamless connection where the brain's electrical signals can directly manipulate external systems. Brain-computer interfaces are already being developed to help individuals with paralysis regain control of their environment, but the potential reaches are far beyond pure medical applications. In the future, these interfaces could allow us to enhance our cognitive abilities, share thoughts directly, or even link multiple minds together in ways that we've never imagined. With BCIs, the distinction between human and machine becomes even blurrier, suggesting that our minds may one day exist both within our bodies and in the digital realm. Brain-computer interfaces may be able to supplement cognitive deficiencies and potentially even improve the computational power of humanity as a whole. But in modern computers, we have far surpassed mere computation. Consider the following thought experiment. Suppose we craft a brain-computer interface that has Wi-Fi or even cellular data capabilities. Then we would not only improve our computational abilities, but also our available knowledge base. Suppose we constructed a perfect version of Wikipedia that our new brain-computer interface allowed us to connect to in order to supplement our meat memories with machine ones. Suppose this machine operated unconsciously, such that you didn't even have to think about using it. When you ask yourself a question, it would be like you just know the answer, even if you had never heard it before. Every individual person's capacity for knowledge would be multitudes of what it is today. Everybody would be equally intelligent, for we would all get our information from the same data set. And it would be available to everyone, practically at all times. But if who we are is determined by our knowledge, and our knowledge is stored in memories, and our memories are being supplemented astronomically by expanding our capacity for knowledge with this new Wikipedia, then the differences in who we are based on our meat memories would become practically insignificant with respect to the massive increase in knowledge. If our device worked unconsciously, then this would be like the undeniable death of free will.
Kill confirmed.
If we even have it in the first place. If these devices allowed us to communicate telepathically as well, then humanity would effectively become an approximate hive mind. Is this truly the future we want to live in? But that's over the long term, and it assumes that this technology would be equally available to everyone. In the short-term reality, we live in a society with an unequal distribution of wealth, and getting these implants would cost money that some people might not have. We would find that the wealthy would be able to get this technology and perceivably use it to further enrich themselves, exacerbating the wealth disparities and creating a new, rigid class system. So where does the mind truly end? As we've seen, technology is increasingly blurring the lines between our minds, our bodies, and the world around us. From the tools we use daily, like smartphones, to cutting-edge cybernetics and brain-computer interfaces. It's clear that our mental and physical capacities are being extended in ways that we couldn't have imagined just a few decades ago. But, as we push the boundaries of what it means to be human, we also face important questions. How will these advancements shape our sense of self? Will we gain more freedom, or will we surrender something fundamental on the way? Ultimately, the future of our minds is up to us. As we embrace these new technologies, we might decide not only how far we're willing to extend ourselves, but what it means for humanity as a whole. Thanks for watching.